Hello friends, welcome to Easy Computer Classes. Now today we'll see a next algorithm called as a K-means clustering algorithm. We know that clustering is what? It is a non-supervised type of clustering is what? Unsupervised type of learning, in which the groups are not predefined, or we don't know the groups in advance. So this is called as a clustering. This K-means algorithm is very popular algorithm. It works on the mean concept or mean value concept, in which mean is calculated and clusters are get defined. This K-means clustering algorithm is using an iterative kind of rotation, so it is called the iterative clustering algorithm also. With the help of this particular concept called as iteration, we will achieve high degree of similarity between the cluster elements, and we can easily or we can clearly classify the clusters. Suppose we are having, let us see this diagram. Suppose we are having the points like this. As the concept of cluster says that we don't know in advance the predefined classes, so it is very difficult for us, for user, to identify the clusters. It is from this diagram we cannot easily identify the clusters. It is difficult to define the cluster size or clusters or number of clusters. We can have this kind of cluster, this cluster, this cluster, or this cluster likewise. It is somewhat difficult to define the cluster because no guidance is given to know what is the number of clusters. So we can use the concept that user defined cluster. It means that user can define cluster, and on that basis we can try to perform the algorithm steps. Like suppose user is defined the cluster K. The user is defining the cluster K. K is user defined cluster. It is any value given by the user and of user interest. Let us consider some points like this. Let us consider, so this is some cluster, this is another cluster, and this is another cluster. Okay, we are having a cluster like this, and we are having the training data set like M1, M2 up to MN. These are the training data set or training samples we are having with us, and these clusters, these training samples are classified into 3 clusters. That is, if we are considering and assume K equal to 3, means K equal to 3 clusters. So these parameters are clustered or managed into 3 clusters like this. Now what we have to do, we have to just check every element of the training data set, and every element we have to classify into some respective cluster. For that we will choose some random points from these clusters. Like let us consider, we will choose a point like this. This is suppose M1, this is M2, this is M3. So these are the 3 random points we choose, and we are calling it as a cluster seeds. So these are what? Cluster seeds. Okay, we are calling it as a cluster seeds. Now these 3 cluster seeds are nothing but the 3 beans. So these 3 cluster seeds are nothing but the 3 beans, like this. So like this, these are the 3 beans. Okay, now 3 beans are there. So in the 3 beans we are placing these cluster seeds like M1, M2, this is M1, M2 and M3. Now what we have to do is that every point of the training data set is checked whether that is having a closest distance to M1 or M2 or M3. Suppose we have to check the M2. So we have to find out in which cluster M2 is having a minimum distance. So placed in that bean. Now every point from these clusters are checked. So suppose this point we are checking, and if we found that this point is having a very closest distance to this M1, which is a cluster seed, we are placing this point into the bean called as a M1. Suppose this is a point we are considering, we have to calculate the distance of this point up to the M2, and we try to find out whether this is close to M2 or this is close to M1 or this is close to M3. Ultimately this point is just placed into the M2 cluster. Likewise, suppose this is the point we are considering, we are checking the distance of this point with the M3. This is a cluster seed. So this point with this cluster seed, this point with this cluster seed, and ultimately we will find that this is must be placed in this bean. Okay, so these points are placed in this bean. After placing the first iteration, we will calculate the mean. Okay. So this is what called as a first iteration. First iteration. After the first iteration, again we will take every point from the training data set. So before going to that, we have to calculate, after the first iteration we will calculate the center of each bean. Maybe now center of each bean is get changed as compared to the previous one. Okay. Now every point, training point which we are having, again we are repeating the same iteration or same process for the second iteration. After the second iteration, again the points are mapped to the respective beans. Again we are counting the center for each bean. Maybe centers are updated after every iteration. Centers are updated after every iteration. Okay. So this is, we are repeating and repeating and repeating unless and until we will get a constant center. That is, there is a question that where to stop this iteration, where to stop this algorithm. Okay. So we can stop the algorithm if let us consider in the 10th iteration. Suppose in the 10th iteration we are having some centers, right? In the 11th iteration, if centers are not change. Then we can say that iteration 10th and iteration 11th, in both the iterations the centers are not changed. So this is the step where we can say the algorithm is converged, and here we can stop the algorithm and will get the high degree of similarity of the elements which are placed in the respective clusters. So this is how we can organize every element or every training data set into the respective clusters. Now this is called as K-means clustering, which is a very nice algorithm, and definitely high degree of similarity is obtained. Now K value is defined by the user. Okay, K may be 3, K may be 4, K may be 5, that depends upon the user. Okay, so iterations, after every iteration we are getting the new centers, new centers, and we have to again repeat the things again and again unless and until we are not we will not get the exact clusters and exact centers. If centers are not changed between the two iterations, then algorithm must be stopped. So this is called as K-means clustering algorithm. Thank you.